hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So time comes out with another video, and y'all, of course, okay, it's March Madness, so we getting as much uploads as possible. Okay, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hype up the mother in a video. Okay, today we're doing a Hollywood hot topic, so this is where I catch y'all up on the latest in Hollywood news. Okay, y'all already know we were talking about the Dwight Howard story as of recent, where it looks like he has ran to the courts and filed for divorce. Okay, but it's given. Apparently, Amy was trying to beat him to the court. Y'all remember when Drew was filing for divorce, and then Ralph was trying to race to the courthouse. And I think who beat him to it? I think Drew. No, Ralph beat her to it. I don't remember, but either way, they separate now, or they have already separated, if I'm not mistaken. So to me, it's the similar situation. This is typical narc behavior. Not only he was out and about, seeming as if he's happy as hell, he's completely separating himself from her to make it look as if she was the problem. Amy, if you ever go back, I will not have any sympathy for you or have any sort of remorse for anything that she goes through, because you're choosing violence at this point. This man has an addiction, allegedly, that you claim. That is one of the hardest things to deal with in a partner. Okay. Anybody that has been through it or known somebody that has been through it, that is something that could really unalive a person. That's not even the person that has the actual addiction themselves. Okay. TMZ report said Dwight Howard may have filed for divorce Monday, but TMZ has learned his estranged wife, Amber, y'all, that's her real name, y'all. Amber Howard headed to divorce court the same day to do the exact same thing. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Amber was also filing with her attorney, but Dwight beat her to the punch, and his paperwork was processed first. And this story also shows you how, if you have power and money, you can get a lot of things done quicker than somebody who doesn't. It's all about money and power at the end of the day. And that's what's kind of sad about this whole situation, because it showed that money and power triumphed. Okay. Because how the hell he get his paperwork processed so damn quickly? Okay. He must have been screwing the clerk, allegedly. Joking. Anyways, they said despite the dueling divorce moves, we're told the estranged couple is still living together under the same roof at their marital home in Georgia for now. Now, Amy, you better pack your bags and get the up out of there, because I mean, look at him. Ain't nothing worse with a nigga fighting with his demons. Okay, I get to fight with my demons. That do powder donuts. Oh my god. That is like the biggest recipe for disaster. Okay. And anybody that knows, fighting with your demons means you're a low key DL. Okay. All right. For the ones that don't know, that's what that basically means. All right. I do think though that Amy, you can really use this as a positive. Okay. You could easily go back on Love Hip Hop Atlanta. Easily go back. I don't think she wants to, or that's like her aspirations, but this could be a great story to tell. Royce tried to tell this story, but y'all thought she was crazy. So instead, maybe God is using you as a vessel. So that way you could tell a story about one, going through abuse, and then two, going through somebody dealing with substance issues. You'll be able to tell that story at Live Hip Hop for a broad audience, so we could get your side of the story. Okay. And if you're woman enough, maybe invite Royce over for a scene or two. Okay? And apologize. Because that's what you need to do, is apologize for what you did once you got with this man. They said Dwight was in California this weekend with his son David, while Amber remained in Atlanta. This isn't their first attempt at ending the marriage. Amber filed for divorce last year, but the pair ultimately reconciled and called it off. Our sources say this time is different. The split is definitive. TMZ broke the story to White File Monday, calling the marriage broken, and he asked for exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. Okay. Now, do y'all think they'll get back together? I don't think so, because I feel like Amy's mom will, whoop her if she ever decides to do any of the sort. Now I want to talk about Royce real quick. Y'all know I've been Team Royce, right? But Royce, I don't like what you're doing with this. I'm not a fan. She was on live with her son and was interviewing the son. Now, I believe Royce 100%. I just feel as if publicly putting the son out there, knowing what's been already been publicized about him and his past actions, allegedly, just to protect myself, you might not want to keep blasting him online at this point. And I'm not talking about Dwight, I'm talking about the son. I don't think the son should be going online publicly giving his side of the story or none of that, because the paperwork speaks for himself, and also too the actions speak for themselves. If you have another woman saying the same thing that another woman is mimicking, clearly both of them are telling the truth, because they don't even talk to each other. Now, she interviewed the son, and basically the son was talking about how he hasn't been there. He promises these things, like promises gifts or whatever, and doesn't go through with the promise. I hate when people do stuff like that. I'm the type of person, don't promise me nothing if you're not gonna get it to me. Cause then I'm gonna resent you. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't be, oh, I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that, I'm gonna get you this. Don't, no, just shut up. If you're not gonna make it go through and you're not gonna, go through with your promise, I don't want to hear nothing from your mouth. You get what I'm saying? So that creates a huge, okay, a huge source of resentment towards a child against a parent when they're being told that they can get certain things, or that they're gonna get this or get that. I'm gonna show up here, I'm gonna take you there, and they don't show up. It's low-key starts to make your kid hate you.
Christmas, like in between them. And I asked him, I was like, so why did you say that you were getting me all this stuff for my birthday for Christmas, and you told me send you links and stuff, and you never did? And I was telling him, I'm like, you say that you gonna get me these gifts, you promise me all this stuff, and you don't do it. Or the stuff
Okay,
that you
but
do give.
outside of this past birthday,
Mm-hmm.
when was the last time he got you anything for Christmas? When was the last time he got you anything for your birthday? When was the last time he showed up for anything important? So why even let it take you there? Why even let him get you on that level? I've told you this before. You allow yourself to, well, you are your mama's child, but you allow yourself to constantly be hurt
And I had asked him, like,
by someone who has shown you who he is. Correct?
yeah.
Why? I told you that the time will come. I told you that karma does not have an expiration date. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to. Everything that is going on has nothing to do with who. Exactly. So let him dig his own grave. I said what I needed to say. You said what.
Not gonna lie, Dwight should be ashamed of himself. You too big and grown to be abandoned. And it's not like money is the issue, clearly, as we see. Like, I don't know. I just can't respect people like that. I'm the type of person, like, if I see how you do people that's like super close to you, or that's supposed to be family, kids, sister, brother, wife, husband, etc., the list goes on, I'm gonna go off of that. How you gonna treat me? So I'm gonna automatically not f with you like that. It's no like, it's just like, I could never be a friends with a man like Dwight, because it's like, you lack care for something that you were a part of birthing, because it takes two to make a child. Like, at the end of the day, no matter how crazy Royce may be, it does not matter. That boy is grown enough for you to still have been in that boy life. I don't care what nobody says. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I just don't respect it. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. This isn't like, some little 5-year-old boy.
You needed to say. You don't have to defend anything because the truth is coming out. It always prevails, and sometimes it may take longer than we wanted it to, but it happened. Did we expect it to happen like this? I did not. By someone who has shown you who he is. Did not.
What?
I did not, but I've been telling people don't F with people from Detroit. They on a different level.
Not even that. Don't mess with my family.
Did not.
What?
I did not, but
Okay. Now I also feel like when he hopped online and made that video, I don't think Royce probably knew he was going to do that. And I think that's why she probably did this with him, because I doubt she would have been okay with him hopping online like this. Or maybe she was. Y'all know Royce don't mind. I don't mind. Like, okay, she is really the definition of I don't mind. Okay, so she really don't mind. So if anybody were to not care, it would be her. But I highly doubt though that she would like want him to be publicly in the midst of it, due to how she's even talking to him now about it. Because she really could have been like, she could have egged him on to say a lot more. And she was basically in this video, from at least from what I'm seeing, trying to get him to understand that everything that the dad is doing is not his doing. Like, it's not his fault. Okay. As him being the son. So there's that. All right. I will say though that this will help Royce a lot legally if anything were to come up. A lot. Because if you have a whole nother woman saying the same thing that you're saying, it helps out a lot. Okay. Now, this whole Jesse Jackson funeral, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. And there's two people that should be ashamed of themselves. Jesse Jackson Jr. and also all of the presidential figures. Because for you to get up there, Kamala, talking about the presidency, come on now. This man is dead. Why are we talking about what's going on in the presidency right now? Can we honor his life without trying to shade Trump? Like, what's the tea with that? I thought that was very tacky. I don't care what nobody says. And I'm not even a Trumpy. I just think it was tacky. Like, it was just like, come on. Like, this isn't the time. And then also, what wasn't the time was also Jesse Jackson Jr. Because why did y'all allow them to speak if you claim that they were not close friends or close to Jesse Jackson or did not even know the man? Why did y'all allow him to speak, though?
I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson. He maintained a tense relationship with the political order, not because the presidents were white or black, but the demands of our message, the demands of speaking for the least of these, those who were disinherited, the dispossessed, the disrespected, demanded not Democratic or Republican solutions, but demanded a consistent, prophetic voice that at no point in time ever sold us out as a people. And it speaks volumes about who the Reverend Jesse Jackson was. Our message has already been delivered today. I can see it all over my mother's face. Rise, Jesse, rise. Give Jonathan Jackson a...
Like, to me, that was unnecessary. I only been in one funeral in my life, Lord. Please don't let another one come. Knock on wood, baby. And you feel me? Like, it's just like, there's a sense of decorum you need to have, okay, in a funeral. And they were even criticizing another family member, Jesse Jackson, because they felt like her hair, okay? I wear my hair like this. They felt like her hair was unkept and it wasn't the best. She was getting criticism because they felt like her hair wasn't the best at the funeral, okay? Now, this is Jacqueline Jackson, which to me is such BS. She has a lot of hair and her hair is beautiful and she's grieving. So her father at that, why the hell y'all care what her hair look like? Y'all act like this lady came with freaking straight backs that was nicely braided for a wig to go over. Okay, she can't wear her natural hair out like that because it's a lot of hair. What the heck? Like, I just don't like how this funeral was conducted. Like, I feel like some of the stuff was very tacky with how they were making it so like political. I understand he was, of course, a political figure, but it's like, can we just honor his life without making it like a spectacle? Like a this Kamala, you know, a lot of the things that are going on now, I predicted. Like, girl, ain't nobody asked you that. Like, what you talking about? You just told Biden, okay, to drop a little earlier. We may have had a chance, babes. So it's low-key a little bit of your fault, Miss Ma'am. Okay. Now, academics, you guys said that he has gotten a request message from Miss Ari Fletcher. And Ari basically told him, like, hey, nigga, like, I know your tea. So, you know, don't pop it too much because I could really expose you out here in these streets.
Like, she have no scene. Like, she saw the request. She was like, I know some stuff about you too. All of these joints, yo, chat, keep it a bean. Y'all just seen with the Samaya joint. Cause y'all just started admitting that I always, like, come on, bro. They don't like when I say it. When everybody else say it, they be like, oh, whatever. When I say it, they be a little bit spicy. I get it. But I knew Ari was on some. Let me tell you this. Yo, chat, I think Ari be dealing with some broke niggas. Like, Ari, like, I don't know who you think you fucking with. I go whatever for you and win. Like, I don't. You might be thinking you talking to G Herbo, nigga. You talking to Big Act. I don't know who she thought you was talking. You're like, oh, I paid my lawyer. They're shorty. You paid your lawyer on a Saturday. The bank not open. Like, come on, I pay lawyers too. Like, I had to pay a lawyer today. Like, you can't. How you wire some money on a lawyer like 100? Yo, gang, what bank are you sending it to? Like, bruh, like, you got Wells Fargo? That shit don't work. There's nothing that get processed. Nigga, I could. Well, I mean, we're not talking about banking shit, but bro, you can't wire no $100,000 on a Saturday, bro. Like, what's up with you, bro? When somebody tell you you're getting sued online, you're not getting sued. Like, yo, when you're getting sued, you don't get told in DMs, nigga. Like, you just pop up. Like, trust me, ask Rock Nation. When they suing people, nigga, somebody just pop up to your crib, like, yo.
Someone said, I'm not gonna repeat it, but user sash.3, I think so. I can't. Y'all are funny as all hell. Okay. Now I did kind of side eye when she mentioned the 100K though. I was kind of like, yeah, what bank is doing that? Like, you feel me? Unless you had it like cold hard cash. You feel me? Okay. I will say though, I think if she was planning on doing any legal action, I think she should have did it like more discreetly, so that way he wouldn't like have a preemptive strike. Because now he's getting his attorneys and stuff together. So if you come and by the time you come, he already got a game plan already set and in play. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like you kind of like pop yourself in the foot by doing that and making it like so public when you could have really just kept it quiet and benefited from doing that. So I just feel like that was a big mistake on her end.
You've been served. That's it. Jody was trying to argue with me, like,
Y'all remember that show? Oh, there used to be this show. I don't know if this show is still going on. It was on A&E, right? And it used to be about, they used to give parking tickets. I know Parking Wars. That's not the name of that show. I know the name of that show. But it was another show. I believe it was called, it was either under the Parking Wars show or it was called something else. And it used to be, they used to have follow people that serve people around town. When I tell you that show used to have me cracking up, oh my God. I used to get my whole entire life from watching that show. Like, they used to go around town following people. They used to have to serve the people in a slick way, serve them at work, serve them at a park, serve them, you know, when they about to go to the gym. Like, it was just so funny. They need to bring that show back. Let's bring that show back, okay? Let's start off there. Y'all find the name of that show and please let me know because I want to watch reruns of it on the weekend when I'm free and I'm off. Because, bitch, that show used to have me cracking up, okay? I think it was under Parker West, but I could have sworn it's another name. But anyways, So y'all saw the video that we talked about recently of Egypt getting knocked the hell out. Well, the husband clarified to do your homework. It's public. I'm not your manager. I'm not a fighter. I don't do this. Y'all right. I'm nothing. And if she won, y'all would have still said that. All my fault because she lost, but all your praise if she won. I feel like this. At the end of the day, she's a grown woman, right? So it's like she decided to go up in there. It's not like she was forced to be in there. And put to her head for her to go in there, right? So the husband could get blamed all he wants, but Miss Egypt been wanting to squabble. She wanted to squabble Krishan Rock. So if you want to squabble Krishan Rock, who are we to tell you who else you don't want to squabble? You get what I'm saying? So it's like she already had the energy and wanting to do it regardless. So I do feel like the husband's getting a lot of flack from it, but I really feel like a lot of it is due to what the internet is saying, and they're putting it all on him. Because a lot of what I saw in the comments was like, oh my God, the husband put her up to it. Shame on the husband. You should never stepped in a field with Olympic gold medalists, all of that. Now, somebody who had something to say about it was Claressa. Y'all know Claressa Shields is an infamous boxer. So she even had her opinion about it as well.
Daughter Egypt fight. And I ain't like that. I ain't like that what had happened. But we got to stop thinking that resumes don't matter and that anybody can get inside that ring and fight. It is not a fitness contest. It is a real boxing match, and you need to have real experience, real training, real trainers. It's a lot that goes into that, especially fighting on TV. I mean, she fought against a girl who was a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in Taekwondo. And she's never had a boxing match ever? Or competed and jumping inside the ring? I tell you what, Egypt confidence was off the roof. Whoever was on her team confidence was up the roof. But that was dead wrong. She should not have been in there with somebody like that. Tretch, daughter Egypt fight. Could you imagine me fighting a girl who had no boxing experience and she come and fight me?
We know who, Tasiki. Well, she says she has some, but I'd love to see that. Y'all know I've been wanting to see that for a minute, babes. Okay, Miss Eater. She thinks she can eat the world. Let's put her up in that ring and see what happens. I'd love to see it.
That'd just be crazy, wouldn't it? No boxing experience. She get in the ring and she box me. She going night-night too. What the hell? Yeah, y'all, I'm just chilling. No, that wasn't the best decision for her, and that wasn't the best decision that her team should have made for her. She needs better guidance, I believe, if she do want to box. And I hope that she can recover from that KO, because it was not good. Sometimes fighters never recover mentally from being hit like that.
See, now that's scary. Imagine not recovering mentally from being knocked out like that in the boxing match. Like, that is like next level scary. Now, do y'all think her team is to blame, or is it Egypt? Once again, I do feel like it's, to me, more so on Egypt more than anything, because somebody could guide you to do something, but you at the end of the day can make your own mind to not want to go up in that ring. So it's like, can we really blame the husband for doing what she ended up doing, getting in that ring? Which, by the way, y'all, she wasn't the only one that recently got knocked out. In that same live, Claressa also spoke about how she basically got knocked out by her sparring coach.
Is a cheat. He didn't have no padding in his gloves. And if it's not true, why him and the coach haven't sued me yet? That dude, I had whooped him the week before. He was mad. He didn't like it. I'm a black African-American female. They don't value women in his country, and they definitely don't value no damn black woman. His coach gave him some worn glove that he said he got from Roberto Duran as a gift. This is what the man said. Derek Santos, the coach. The gloves had 0 to no padding in them, and he caught me with that hook when we sparred because he wanted revenge on the week before when I tapped his ass. Now this is the thing, right? He sparred me and another guy the same day. Anytime I go to the gym and I'm sparring rounds, getting ready for a world championship fight, I spar 2 different men. I always done that. I'm always the one standing in the ring, staying fresh. He sparred that same guy, and I was standing there confused. It's my first time ever getting dropped. Been boxing since I was 11 years old. I've never been dropped before. That guy is a cheat. He didn't have no pattern.
Okay, so Egypt isn't alone, but the difference is though, you know, the difference is a lot of things. Okay, now in this video, if you guys are not going to be able to see it due to YouTube guidelines, but you see her on the floor and the sparring coach just goes kabow and then just like socks her. Okay, and she's like on the floor, right? So yeah, she ain't the only one, at least. All right, let me know what y'all think down below about the boxing of its all. Okay, now NLE Choppa is double downing on an apology. Isn't that refreshing? We don't really get that from celebrities nowadays. They usually double down on ignorance, but he's doubling down on an apology to Junior. If y'all remember, shout out to my old intro where he went off on Blueface and made fun of Junior in the process and basically said that he needs to get his son and made fun of Junior's and his alleged disability.
To Christian Rock, I genuinely apologize for what I said about your beautiful baby boy. It was not right in no way, shape, or form. And I can't believe I let my emotions get me that far into saying something so hideous. You didn't deserve that. I see you trying to go to church. I see you trying to walk. I see you trying to be on the right path. I see you trying your best to be great. I see you trying. To Christian Rock.
Why do I feel like NLE Choppa is trying to do some hypnosis on us? Are you trying to hypnotize us, NLE? What are we doing here? Okay, I'm playing, y'all. I like the fact that he is doing this. Okay, this shows a lot of growth in him because he did not have to double down and do this. I don't think Blueface would do it for him, but that does show the growth in him because once again, Junior being dropped and dragged into things, I just don't feel like it's fair. You get what I'm saying? I do not feel like it's fair because this man, this boy, you guys, to me, it was not given a fair chance at life. He was born literally into chaos. Chaotic mother, chaotic father, allegedly. Whether it be Ronnie and or Blueface, both to me are chaotic. R.I.P. to him. Me no offense, but y'all know the vibes. Okay?
I genuinely apologize for what I said about your beautiful baby boy.
Okay, now Krishan has yet to speak on this whatsoever since it even went down. Okay. Now it looks like Kodak and Boosie are beefing, and Kodak has called out Blueface has called out Boosie for not claiming and not having a great relationship with his blood daughter because she's one of the girls. Okay, she's a lesbian, and turning a blind eye to his management, which I love the fact that Kodak called that out. That is a good point. That is a very good point. How could you not have a relationship with your own child? I know it's other things besides the fact that but that's a big part of it. The reason why they don't have a good relationship. But then the manager, you could turn a blind eye to it. That to me is very weird. And that's the problem with the Black community. Okay. As long as that person, that community is making the money, they don't give a crap. But if it's their own flesh and blood, oh my God, they can't be bothered. So in this video, Boosie alleges that Kodak stole his name, that he did pot of donuts, and he plays with the woo. The woo part, I mean, how do you think he got out the clinker? That's not tea. Everybody knows that.
What you say? I tried to sign you, right? Yeah, I tried to sign you. But what happened in that session when I came? You snorted cocaine all back and forth to the bathroom, nigga. 4, 5 of y'all. You was in the bathroom with my nigga Tunch snorting cocaine, my nigga. Back to back, my nigga. Back to back, my nigga. Like,
Ooh.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Baby, oh my God. The amount of pot of donuts that have been out in Hollywood lately needs to be studied. Okay? Hopefully it wasn't a bag as big as Dwight's. Yikes.
I'm here to listen to music, nigga. You going back and forth to the bathroom snorting cocaine, my nigga. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, man, you full of hate, you full of jealousy, my nigga. You know, what kind of nigga be on a nigga live while you working out? Like, you obsessed, my nigga. And let's be gangster, bro. Let's tell the world how you got your name, my nigga. Kodak. You know how many times I said they called me Kodak, man, in my rap before you was even rapping, my nigga. Let's be honest how you got your name, my nigga. Like, bro, you always say I tried to sign you, right? Yeah, I tried to. Like, you ain't like that, my nigga. Niggas in the feds look at you like a, my nigga. You the only rapper to ever check PC, go to the feds, my nigga. Like, man, you ain't like that, bro. Like, and it's the blood of Jesus over here. You voodoo, my nigga. We ain't gonna see eye to eye. We ain't gonna see eye to eye, my nigga. Like, yeah, you always talking about, nigga, I tried to sign you. Nigga, you was stinking, bro. Your boxes was filthy. Like,
Oh my God.
man, that's cold, bro. Man, ask niggas who.
Ain't nothing worse when a hood nigga reads.
And it saddens me, Kelly. And it saddens me, Kelly. And
That is crazy. Not the boxers were filthy. My whole thing, how you know they was filthy? Oh, he probably was sagging. Okay, he was probably sagging. He probably was sagging.
Was that ask niggas who was, nigga, you got the whole night, my nigga. Like, nigga, you ain't my nigga. Like, you could never be my nigga. Like, bro, you full of hatred, you full of jealousy, man, bro. You need to get yourself together, man. Like, once you check PC, man, like, you a sucker in all the real, like, you ain't like that, man. Niggas' eyes cross the world, bro. You know, like let's keep it real, man. Like, you ain't like that, nigga.
All right, now Kodak replied back. Now he was speaking inaudible, to be honest. But when is Kodak Black not speaking inaudible? Okay. And that's where he called out Boosie about the whole management situation with the gay manager and his daughter being a lesbian.
Well, Boosie is right here, this. Boosie got to be a punk. He got to be a punk, bro. Cause like, man, this nigga done turned 16 boys, man, into some gay shit. What the fuck? What the fuck can make you think of some gay shit when it's like, nigga, your personal trainer, right? Yeah, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck, bro. If my daughter own girl, bro. If my daughter want her carpet money, you know what I mean? I wouldn't give a what? Fuck, I mean, I wouldn't give it in and say, oh, your little girl, she ain't allowed in your house. How the fuck? How the fuck can you do a same to your little girl? As a daddy, as a father on me.
All right, so I'm gonna translate. he called him out, and then he said that, how dare you live a life where you disown your daughter for those type things, but you could be around your management and turn a blind eye. That's very hypocritical of you, and that shows him that you yourself are probably a punk. So that's the Florida translation. Okay. It's kind of sassy and beefing because if anybody grew up listening to Kodak Black and following his career, Boosie was somebody he admired and always gave praise to. So hopefully they can work this out. But I do think now that he kind of mentioned family, I don't know how that's gonna go over. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Do you guys think Egypt's knockout was her team or her fault? One last thing, y'all. So Austin from Love Island, okay? I want to issue an apology, no shade, because y'all know I used to imitate Austin. I imitate everybody. It does not matter what race you are, ethnicity, whatever. I imitate everybody. But I do feel bad now imitating him as much as I did, knowing the fact that he at one point relapsed on while being in the Love Island house. Now he says this in an exclusive interview and says now he's getting treatment and help for the relapse that he had, and he has an addiction issue.
I've had plenty of friends that are not here today that have, sadly from it, and it's either death or a long life of misery. And so yeah, that was like my moment of clarity finally. And then I didn't. At first, I was gonna try and do things myself, but when you're in that mode, you really can't do things yourself, especially once you get past a certain point. It's impossible. It's like it is legitimately impossible. So then there was one night and I was sitting there and I was just going crazy. I hadn't slept in 4 nights. Like I was very sick. Like just literally like puke. It was just horrible. I couldn't sit still. And then I was just like, I need to go somewhere I need to go somewhere like medically. And then so I was researching, and then I just went on Google and I was like, medical detox near me. This is me day 11 now. Here was me my first day. This is what I looked like my first day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
night and
literally.
day, Austin.
Like night and day difference. Night and day difference. Like I could my first night there, I had a seizure and everything. They had to take me to the ER.
Now he says in this interview that he was a manipulative functional addict. Like I said in a previous video, like the worst type of to me addict is someone that's functional. If somebody's able to like go in on a day-to-day basis, work, everything, and you don't know that they're using, that's to me one of the most dangerous type of addicts because they know how to disguise it and could be able to continue without anybody detecting. So that the fact that he was able to recognize that and get the help that he needs, shout out to him. I also feel like a lot of people blaming the producers. First of all, the producers could only do so much. Like I feel like people put so much on the producers when it comes to Love Island. Like I do feel like they could do better in regards to vetting process. I do not think reality TV was for him, and the reason why is because if he has suffered such an issue like this, putting him in front of all those millions of people and him getting criticized so much on a day-to-day basis for like 2 months straight, basically, because Love Island airs for about like a month and a half or some sort, right? That's a lot of eyes on you, and that's a lot of criticism that you're getting. So I just kind of wish that he was never on the show because that could have prevented a relapse like this. But I'm glad he's getting the help that he does need. I just don't like how all the producers are getting so much hate because he said that he suffered from this even before getting on the show. He claims that he was suffering from it during the show and then after the show. I think him being on the show made it worse, of course, but please let's not act like this is like strictly all on the producer's fault. And I also feel like if we're gonna blame it on the producers, the Love Island fandom is a toxic group of people as well that need to get blamed because the way that you guys treat some of these cast members online is crazy. Y'all be in these people's comments, trolling them, all types of stuff. Y'all pulled up old stuff that this man was liking and saying, and Loki was started bullying the man, and he had to keep posting like, guys, I didn't mean to, write this. You know how he talks. He was like, I didn't mean to say this. I've changed since then. Like basically messing with this man, and it's like the season's over, and y'all still messing with these people. Like it's never that serious. Okay. Anyways, you guys, let me know what y'all think down below about this video, and we're out, babies.